welcome to the Final Cut, and today's theme is independent film. And I'm not talking about independent like my own private Idaho. I'm talking about independent like the people who are shooting the films are also the ones ponying up their own money for it as they shoot with whatever they have, whatever resources they have. Yes, I am talking the true independent filmmakers that are making it not so much for the money, but the fact they want to make frickin' films and Hollywood is failing us. So that's kind of the subject of today. Now, before we get started, if you haven't caught it yet, check out the trailer for Dead Weight. And there is going to be a world premiere. Yes, March 30th and 31st in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. They will be showing Dead Weight for the first time to the mass public audience, if you will. Okay? And you can go to their link. I put it down below. I'll put the link up for you to go to see their blog. Plus, you can go to their site where you can get the poster, you can get a t-shirt, you can order the tickets. If you just happen to be in the middle of Wisconsin and looking for something to do on the 30th or 31st, you'll want to check out Dead Weight. Plus, you'll be able to catch and purchase their DVD once they're finished with it and got it available on the website. You will be able to purchase and view Dead Weight. And I'm going to be down there, as you can probably figured. I'm very excited. I'm going to try to capture some interviews with the cast, as well as some moments from the evening. Should be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. This cheesehead homegrown movie that looks that it's going to be a very fun time. Now, on to today's movie, which is continuing the history of very direct titles. You had Snakes on a Plane, you had Hobo with a Shotgun, and now you've got Dead Hooker in a Trunk. Yes, Dead Hooker in a Trunk. And it stars and was directed by the Soska twins, Jen Soska and Sylvia Soska. They helped direct, produce, wrote some of it, and acted in it, of course. Again, low budget film. They're working with what they've got. So when we approach a film like this, before we get any further, you gotta put it in a different context than your big, huge Hollywood millions upon millions of dollars film, okay? There are film basics that everyone should follow regardless of the budget, but if you look at the resources that these people have available and the budget they do it on, you have to give a little leeway in parts, okay? So you can't quite categorize it as the big multi-million-dollar films. If you do that, you don't do it justice for the low-budget film and for the hard work that the people put in. Now, Dead Hooker in a Trunk. Now, this basically is a movie is just that. You have a group of people, the junkie, played by Ricky Gane. I mispronounced the name, I apologize. Jen Soska as the geek sister, Sylvia Soska as the badass other half sister, and you get C.J. Wallace, who's the goody two-shoes kind of religious guy who is friends with this group. Well, more like he hangs along because he does have kind of a crush on the geek girl. Well, they happen to, all four of them, find a dead hooker in a trunk with drugs, and the movie basically entails the events that happen after that, them finding out exactly what they're going to do with the dead hooker as they find out more information and are pursued by people who are also looking for the hooker. Now, what I loved about this film, again, is what they did with the resources they had, but, you know, the effects were decent. For a film like this, I enjoyed the gore effects that they had, okay? You had an eye getting knocked out, you got an arm, you see these all in the trailer, you get an arm getting knocked off by a truck, you know, all great, just fun things, and you can tell that they put a lot of work to try to bring you a true movie, which they do. The story is original enough to keep you interested. The characters, while they do have a basic, you know, genre or stereotype that they fit in, they do have a little twist to them. For instance, Jen Soska's geek girl, you know, she plays the geek girl, but you can tell there's kind of this underlying darkness to her that she could really be badass, and it even comes out occasionally when she needs to, but she prefers to take the straight and narrow, unlike her badass sister, who you can also tell maybe have a little bit of softer side to her, though she doesn't like to show it and doesn't really need to show it, you know. Then you got C.J. Wallace in here. This guy did all kinds of things if you look at the cast list, okay? I mean, he was everywhere in this film, and I loved his goody two-shoes character. He was great. He pulled it off well, and they were a great contrast for his character against the badass, against the nerd, and against the junkie, okay? He had some great contrasts in there. So, in general, for a low-budget offering, I enjoyed this film, okay? I know some people slam it pretty hard. The audio, for the most part, was decent, which I really look forward in the movies like this. If anything, the audio really will cut it down, but this one, outside of a couple shady, rough spots, the audio was decent in this film. Editing, it was well paced, and the little twist at the end in the plot I liked. I did kind of see coming, but I still enjoyed where they went with it. Folks, Dead Hooker in the Trunk is not a multi-million-dollar production, but that doesn't mean it's not a decent kind of horror film. 3 stubs in my book, okay? One of the better low-budget films that I have seen in a while, and I think you'll agree once you see it. Now, you may disagree either. Let me know if you do get to watch it. It's on video on demand. You might actually buy the DVD. If you do like it, it's on Amazon, so check it out. It's out there, and let me know what you think about that, or your feelings on true independent cinema in general, the really low-budget films. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And until next time, folks, keep that ticket stub.